The Legacy of Wisdom Project gathers and publishes answers to many of humanity's most pressing questions from some of our most experienced and profound leaders.
How can we best plan or save for old age? What is planning for old age?
Start early. The best advice that I have is to start early. Start when you're Alia's age, your daughter's age, 25, 30, whatever it is. But of course, people at that age often don't have the money to do it, and I recognize that. But to the extent that you can, start early, save as much as you can, and then realize, and this is a very important point, that it was Andrew Carnegie, the great philanthropist, who said, "He who dies rich dies disgraced." So the whole point of life is not to accumulate as much money as you can, but to accumulate what you need and then to give it away as far as you can, and as creatively as you can.
So what are the needs? Obviously, in a process of planning,
Yes.
you have to have a list of what am I planning for versus just hoarding mass amounts.
Yes, you need to plan for long-term care, and people don't do it. And unfortunately, in America today, they can't, for the most part, no longer buy long-term care insurance. Most companies aren't selling it anymore. I happen to have a policy like that, a very good one. But whether you have a long-term care insurance policy or not, you need to be putting money aside and preparing for dependency. Because even though it's true that only 5% of people over 65 are in a nursing home at any given point in time, at some point in their life, more than half will involve some kind of long-term care. They'll require that. Might be home care, might be assisted living. It's going to cost money, and somebody's going to pay for that. And if you don't want to be a burden on your children, and I don't, and that's what most older people will say, then that means you have had to have started earlier to prepare for that. And even if you do that, you will still be a burden on other people, because that's dependency. And we're all dependent if we actually look in the mirror once in a while and say that we're dependent on other people. But you can be financially prudent. And the other thing that bit of advice that I would give is older people are disproportionately victims of financial elder abuse and fraud and swindling. I know a woman personally who was a senior executive of a major U.S. foundation who lost her entire life savings to Bernie Madoff, the crook. This can happen to anybody. As a matter of fact, Elie Wiesel lost most of his savings to Bernie Madoff. And it's not just Bernie Madoff. People like this are all over the place, and some of them are in major financial institutions. I won't name names. I'll name Madoff because he's in jail. But the problem is that people want something for nothing, or they think I'm getting older, I haven't saved enough, I haven't invested, I need more money. And so then they make a choice, a bad choice, a risky choice. If something seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. That's key advice. And the other thing is you need to get advice from people who don't have a stake in your pocketbook. And that means you may have to pay a financial planner on an hourly basis. But you're always going to pay somebody for good advice. And you need to listen to the advice. What's the saying? If 3 people tell you you're drunk, it's time to sit down. You need advice.
Thank you.